about repotting the plants in the water. The second requirement for any plant is sunlight. So I have a beautiful window in front of me, and I have a couple windows over here. It's not very well lit right in this spot. The interesting thing is that if I go right in front of the window to do this video, you will not be able to see me. So make sure that you're putting your plants in the proper light. Most plants that are tropicals are going to be high light, and that doesn't mean direct light. So find out if that's indirect light or diffuse light, but most are going to be high light. So make sure you have enough window space for that, and that the window space is adequate based on the direction it's facing to get the most sun during the day. So highlight would be like 8 hours of sun per day. And a little bit more about light. You have less light in your house than you think you do. So don't go out and buy a bunch of tropical plants that require high light. I'm going to suggest to you that you start with low to mid light. You can generally go up, but you can't go down. So for an example, this pothos here is a low light plant. It will survive in low light, but if you give it mid light, which is what you mostly have in your house, it will thrive. So this plant actually enjoys light. It doesn't enjoy direct light where you can get some of the leaves crispy. So consider that. Another plant that enjoys light, of course, is the cactus. Little baby cactuses, they like their light. So you can give them indirect light and it will be spot on. Let's see what else we have back here. Now this is a palm. This is a parlor palm. It also enjoys high light and it can tolerate diffuse light. So that would be a good one to have. There's the aloe up above here. This aloe has a name. Does anybody want to guess the name of this aloe? So this aloe's name is Anne. There's a reason why this aloe's name is Anne. Not all plants have names, but this one does. So a while back, a friend of mine named Anne gave me a big mama aloe vera. It was so big, I divided it into six plants. And so as a result of it, I have this aloe vera, which hasn't yet put off babies. I might repot it. They don't like to be repotted. They like to be a little bit root bound. So I might give it another 6 months or so and repot it. We'll see. I'll think on it. It's doing quite well. You know, actually, as I look into this pot, I think I ought to repot it. And if I repot it, it'll probably put off babies maybe toward the fall. So this plant is named Anne. There we go. So that is another tropical. Most of the plants, there's an umbrella plant back there behind the picture. You can just see the tip of it. And that is another one that can do well in a lower light